That A Boogie. Artist 2.0. Look, I'm just here to give my opinion, man. I listened to the album on stream. If you didn't catch the stream, you can go catch it. Twitch.tv Miami_Ami. If you want the link, go ahead, find the motherfucking VOD there. Anyways, I listened to the album. Off of the first listen, you guys already know how I felt. For me, man, it was just really, really long for whatever reason. And I feel like there was just a lack of creativity, you know, for him to actually have that many tracks on an album. And these are straight tracks. There's no interlude. There's no storytelling. It's just, you know, very, you know, melodic tracks. That's really what it was, all throughout from start to finish. One complaint on the album I was seeing is the fact that a lot of people were saying that, you know, you got to be an A Boogie fan to appreciate this album. Hate to break it to you guys, but not everybody is an A Boogie fan, all right? Some of us are rather new to listening to him. A lot of us really don't like him. I'm not opposed to saying that trap albums or country albums or any other genre album is bad. Sometimes it may not be my cup of tea, but I think I've done a very good job, you know, interpreting if an album is really bad or if it's just not for me. One thing I can really highlight about this album, you know, getting artists, big name artists such as Young Thug, Roddy Ricch, Summer Walker, Khalid. He had a lot of big name artists on here on the features. It was definitely very good on paper, the way it looked. I just don't like the runtime, man. The length of an album, I think that a lot of artists are starting to take advantage of the streaming services. You know, there's a lot of money to be made in the streaming services, in the streaming world. And having 20 tracks, I just feel like a lot of artists don't have the creativity or any business doing that. Boogie did a really great job with the intro and, you know, for the first 5 tracks of the album. Thug Love, Cinderella Story, Me and My Guitar. Very heartfelt tracks. Boogie has always been known to bring out the feels in his trap style. I think the tracks that actually started to turn me off in the album was the Might Not Give Up and the Numbers track, even though it had Gunna, Roddy Ricch, Young Thug, you know, a lot of the artists I've been liking in the last year. I just feel like at that point, I started to feel that the album was getting a little repetitive for me. Now, my 2 standout tracks that I loved on this album was Stain featuring DaBaby, and I also loved Hit 'Em Up featuring Trap Manny. Hit 'Em Up Trap Manny was probably the best track on this project, hands down.
My eyes closed now, see how they don't fuck with us. Don't fuck with you know me, you know I'm gon' run it up, plus I'm gon' double it all. I used to be regular, now I'm a young nigga.
I hands down think that's the best track on the album for me. That made my playlist. Both of those tracks made my playlist. One of the surprising features on this album, and, you know, surprising I actually like that track as well. It didn't make my playlist, but I thought it was a standout of the album, was the 2 Lil Uzi Vert features. You guys know how I feel about Lil Uzi Vert, man. Respect him as a person, you know, all from the business side. You know, him being who he is and having probably, what he had #1 SoundCloud, I think, listens in the last 3-4 years. I just think that Lil Uzi Vert, with his album coming out, Eternal Atake, y'all know how I say it. I feel like with his album on the midst of dropping, these 2 features right here, man, if the album is going to be anything like he spit on these last 2 features, because I feel like right there, that wasn't a featuring Uzi Vert track. That was a Lil Uzi Vert featuring A Boogie track, man. The man Lil Uzi Vert, especially Love His Art, he ate that track, all right? Love His Art, man, was probably one of Lil Uzi's best verses for me, just as a rapper, not just, you know, as a rap rock star, whatever you guys want to call him. Just as a rapper, man, that was probably one of the most complete verses I've heard from a Lil Uzi Vert. Just, you know, from normal rapping standpoint. No. Just the normal rapping. I appreciate that, man. If he can bring that on Eternal Attack, bro, I'm going to fuck with that shit. I'm hoping for the best. I have that shit at a high level right now. So, I need to be brought down because I don't want to give it too much hype and then be disappointed in the end. Look, TLDR, album's way too long. Repetitive. Not enough creativity. And really, the context. Like, I get it. He just broke up with his girl. You guys said that they got back together. They just had a baby. They're having problems, you know, rocky relationships. He was going to be a sad boy. I get it. But the thing is, you can't have filler from track 8 all the way to track 14. And it's kind of just like, at some point, you know, the listener, your average listener, not a fan, your average listener, is just going to get kind of bored with this because it's not really going anywhere. It's not refreshing. It's really just plain Jane. I mean, that's really how I feel about it. I don't mean to shit on the A Boogie fans. Again, I don't think this was a bad project, and I just really think that it was long. That's really what it is. Just the only problem with it is long. So in one sit down, when you're actually trying to do a first listen and, you know, kind of come together and trying to figure out what he's trying to talk about, where the sounds are, where's his creativeness at, I think that's where it kind of draws a line for me, where it's like it doesn't hit any of those points. And, you know, you can kind of just feel that he's doing this for the streams rather than for the quality. That's just my opinion. But you guys can say how you feel about it, man. Let me know what your favorite track was. Let me know which ones made your playlist. Let me know if your track was your favorite and I missed out and I said it was trash. Please let me know what I missed, because I feel like there was a lot of these tracks that were kind of just passed. They were just skipped. Very indifferent about them. Just nothing special about them. Just another track that we heard in that album. Get in the comments below, man. Let me know all that good stuff. Don't forget, follow me on social media. Let me know what you want to hear. Get the video to 3,000 likes, man. We'll get a new vinyl on the wall. All that good stuff. Hey, thank y'all for support, man. Like always, man. You guys are fucking with me heavy, man. I'm trying to get to everything I can. For the people that missed the streams, I apologize that you missed the streams, man. I'm sorry. But what I'm trying to do here, man, is trying to get every video out, every listen to every album. A lot of you guys actually get mad when I just don't do a video on it at all. So for the people that are getting mad at me that I'm just doing reviews and not reactions, look, I'm trying, all right? So that's why I got the thing on Twitch now where I can kind of interact with you guys and chill with you guys and listen to the music, still do a review, and still get to every project. I still got a hell of a lot of projects to catch up on, but that's kind of just the new format we're going with moving forward. I will still be doing reactions, but at the same time, I will be doing reviews so that I don't miss any new music out, and you guys can kind of just know my opinion, if you give a fuck, that is. Anyways, man, follow me on social media. Let me know what you want to hear, all that good stuff, man. Until the next time, it's me, boy Dev. And like always, been fucking talk too much, man. We are out. Peace.